Whether you want to call these speedwork shoes, tempo trainers, or training companions, these are my top 5 of 2024. Yo, what's going on? My name is Kofuzi and I'm an athlete runner who reviews running shoes here on YouTube. And today I want to go over my top 5 tempo shoes for 2024. Now this is a category that kind of has a lot of names and also kind of has a lot of definitions, but what I want to talk about here are those shoes that kind of fit somewhere in between the daily trainers and your racing shoes. They are built with the durability for daily training, but they also have features that make them really fun for some really tough workouts. And for some of you, these actually might be the best category of shoes for you to look at to pick out your next marathon shoe. But before we get into that list, let's go over some disclosures. Nobody is paying me to make this video or to include their shoe on this list, and no one's gonna get a chance to preview any of my footage or my thoughts before you guys get a chance to see this video on YouTube. So with that disclosure out of the way, let's talk about my top 5 speedwork shoes, and let's start with number 5. This 5 spot was actually pretty tough for me to fill. There was a lot of shoes that could have gone here, but ultimately I landed on the Hoka Mach X2. Now this is a shoe that I didn't personally love, but I'm putting it in the 5 spot because of the fact that so many of you guys have been running really well in this shoe and you're using it exactly like how I think a tempo trainer should be used. Some of you are using it for your daily training, some of you are racing marathons in it, and a lot of you guys are using it for those days where you need to pick up the pace. There is a nice combination of foams in this shoe that does make it really suitable for those faster workouts, and it has something a little bit extra than what you would find in a regular daily training shoe. And so even though it doesn't completely line up with my preferences for a tempo trainer, because it has been so popular with you guys, I'm making the People's Choice my number 5 spot shoe for 2024. Now moving to number 4 is a brand that a lot of you guys haven't heard of unless you're super into swimming or triathlon, and that's a shoe coming from Tyr. Now they are new to the performance running space and they came out with a bang in 2024, releasing this shoe, the Valkyrie Speedworks, and also a racing version of it, the Valkyrie Elite. I particularly enjoy the Valkyrie Speedworks because it has a beaded PEBA foam and a nylon plate. I feel like they've done an excellent job with the fit of this shoe while also still giving it materials that are going to be able to withstand a bunch of workouts. For runners who really love the Endorphin Speed 3, I feel like this is a shoe that you're also absolutely going to love and that you definitely should try. I've been enjoying this shoe to wear casually, for daily training, and also for workouts as well. And it's got my number 4 spot in the speedwork category in 2024. Now for number 3 is a shoe that kind of breaks the mold a little bit in terms of the definition, but it's a shoe that I definitely reach for very tough and especially very fast workouts, and that is the Takumi Sen. And the reason why this Adidas shoe doesn't really fit in this speedwork category shoe is because I don't really see anyone using this shoe as a daily trainer, so it doesn't have that double duty. Rather, this is a 5K, 10K racing shoe, and it's very low to the ground by 2024 standards, but it has a healthy dose of Adidas's Lightstrike Pro, their racing foam, and it's got energy rods in there as well to give it a little bit of extra rigidity so you can reach for it for those 5K races or for those 800-meter repeats or threshold mile repeats that you might have on your calendar. It's just so much fun to do workouts in and so much fun to race in that it's a shoe that I perennially just absolutely love and struggle to find the right category to put it in, because I guess for me, being road marathon focused, a 5K, 10K racing shoe kind of is out of place. But that doesn't mean that I don't absolutely love the Takumi Sen in its 10th iteration. This year it comes in at number 3 in the training companion category. Now let's go to number 2, and if you've been watching all my videos throughout the year, this might be a surprise that it's fallen to the number 2 spot, but The 2 spot goes to Saucony, and that's the Endorphin Speed 4. This is a shoe that I've absolutely been loving, and when I first reviewed it, I thought that it had shoe of the year capabilities because I absolutely love what they're doing with the Power Run PB, their beaded PBA foam, and the nylon plate in this shoe. They've created a shoe that is lightweight, really great and comfortable for easy training, but also a lot of fun for the peppier stuff as well. So if you got some threshold repeats or a tempo run where you've got long reps, where you're running anywhere around marathon effort or maybe just a little bit off of that, this shoe is really fun to bring along for you. I also think it looks great and is very comfortable for casual wear. The shoe can pretty much do it all, and that's why this year it comes in at the number 2 spot. But because it comes in at the number 2 spot, the number 1 spot has to be a really great shoe, and I do think it really is. The Puma Deviate Nitro 3, not to be confused with the Nitro Elite 3. The Deviate Nitro 3 is the top shoe in this category for me this year, and it was the top shoe in the category last year as well, and they really didn't tinker too much with an already good thing. They're using 2 kinds of nitro foams in this shoe, one of those foams being a nitrogen injected PBA foam that is race caliber, and it's got a carbon fiber plate in here, and the combinations of foam and plate give this shoe the ability to go easy, but also to go fast really well. Now, if I were to compare the Endorphin Speed 4 and the Deviate Nitro 3 together, I'd say the Endorphin Speed 4 does daily training a little bit better, but I think that the Deviate Nitro does workouts a lot better. It's really fun to do fast workouts in, and I think for a lot of people who might think that traditional carbon-plated racers might be a little bit too aggressive for them and not exactly suiting what they're looking for in their marathon racing shoes and their half marathon racing shoes, I've been recommending the Deviate Nitro 3 as the next shoe that they should look at because I think it has all those great quickness capabilities, but also has some comfort features and durability features built into it as well. I think it really exemplifies the characteristics that I'm looking for in a training companion or speedwork type of shoe, and it's just absolutely delightful to run in whatever the run might be, and that's why the Deviate Nitro 3 takes the top spot as Tempo Trainer of the year. So those are my 5 speedwork shoes that I've been loving doing workouts in. Let me know what you've been doing your tough and fast workouts in. Put them in the comments down below. Or better yet, stop by the live streams that I do Mondays and Thursdays over on the Kofuzi Run Club channel. I love to talk to you guys over there in the chat. That's all I have for today, everybody. Thanks so much for making it all the way to the end of this video. Hopefully you guys are staying safe out there on your runs, and I will see you in the next one.
Yo, what's going on?